Hey guys, happy Saturday. I'm working on a project for Messy Desk, and it's actually a challenge with a great prize included. So, well, I wanted to do the challenge prize or not, because I've been wanting to make a configuration box, and the challenge is to show how awesome you are and construct your own configuration box. You can make it out of a multiple different materials, but I'm actually making mine on a chipboard. I've been sort of like fascinated with chipboard here lately and been constructing all sorts of different storage devices and this and that. I actually got a tutorial video coming up on how to make some chipboard storage. I just got to edit it and figure out if I'm going to do how many parts or whatever. But not to get off of topic, Lucinda is hosting this really great challenge, and I've started my box, and this is how far I got. Not very far. I wanted to sort of do like progress updates for this video to show you how far I got. I've got my grid measured out for how I want my configuration box to look, and then I got all my pieces sort of like a puzzle, and I'm going to put it together, and these are all measured for inside my box. So, and then I have, of course, the walls over here. So this is the start of my box, and then I was also thinking I'm going to take some vintage book paper and I'm just going to cover the entire box once I get it completed. So once I get all that done, I'll come back with the next progress update and show you how far and how it's looking so far, okay? See you then. Hi you guys. So I got my configuration shelf built and covered, and this is what it's looking like so far. I pulled out a bunch of things that I want to put inside of it, all sorts of different stuff, but basically the theme of this configuration shelf is going to be things that I love, and that is one of the requirements of the challenge is to use things that you love. So that's what I'm going to... Oh, there's still a ton of stuff in here. Oh, they got it all. So I pulled out a ton of stuff that I want to use and just figure out where things are going to go from now. So this is my shelf. It's all finished. I don't know if you can get... It's kind of hard to show the whole shelf, maybe. Like so. I don't know. I'm trying. Like maybe if I tilt... Okay, there we go. So that's my whole shelf. I'm really quite pleased with it. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of gesso the edges and kind of shabby chic it up now that it's completed. I covered front and back, so the whole thing is completely covered. I haven't decided if I was going to put anything here up at the top yet or not. I'm still debating on whether or not to put a ledge up there and kind of make it more like a curio shelf type thing. I don't know. I might just leave it like this too. It all depends on what I decide. So I pulled a bunch of stuff. I found like this little tiny paper mache dress form from Michael's, and one of those big keys that you get in like the $1.50 sections at Michael's. And like this little brass typewriter. I love typewriters, so I haven't really quite decided where I'm going to put that yet. And I got that from Michael's also. A ton of shabby scrap stuff, like all these super cute resin pieces. Let me see, do I have any more out here? From Shabby Scraps. I just love the resin pieces from there. And then a ton of the brass pieces from Shabby Scraps also. Let's see. I know there's way more of them up here somewhere. So I got those. Like, I got the filigree flowers over here somewhere too. I have this whole pile. A bunch of my Prima stuff that I've been hanging on to for like ever. The birds. I want to use her in here somewhere. Maybe even this little window. Some stick pins, because I really love that hot air balloon. So that's something I love. I love Prima. So I was thinking maybe these cute edges would go cute somewhere. And some more Prima flowers I pulled out. I got some Tim Holtz stuff. I love Tim Holtz, so I wanted to use some of his stuff. And then I love buttons, and they're also Tim Holtz stuff too. So that's some more stuff I love. Some more shabby scraps. I want to use these little glass bio bottles. Like, I can't say it, like a curipathy or it's just one of those words that my mouth won't spit out, even though I can say it in my head. I got some shabby scraps, cherry blossoms, and pink and white, and I love those. One of them tattered angels, distressable frames. I thought maybe this would go cute in here somewhere, like maybe with a cute vintage lady behind it or something, because I love vintage images. Well, that would go cute right there with a lady behind it. Okay. So, and then my pearls. I pulled out my heart pearls. These are like one of my favorites, so I love those. Oh, here's, and then some shabby scraps. What do you call it? Hand-dyed seam binding in this gorgeous rose pink color. And then some more of them shabby scraps. I hope the glare is not bad. Metal embellishments. These have been my best friend here lately. Really awesome when you do, what do you call it, like, mixed media. Because the metal's strong, but it's thin enough to use, like, some nice heavy scissors to cut it in half and use it. Or, like, I even cut it in, like, fourths and use them as leaves behind flowers and stuff. Really, really cute. So I got those out. And then I also pulled out one of my dynamic dyes because I love MFT dyes. So I'm going to use this fence somewhere. I don't know where though. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and I got a wood piece. I love the wood pieces right here. And I was thinking about somewhere, I don't know, maybe like up at the top somewhere. But these are just like the Michaels. You find them in the wood section. And it's just one of those. Can you see that? Okay, maybe I'll put it right here. One of those, but I was thinking at the top of the box. Like one of those, what do they call it? Decorative appliques. Wood decorative appliques. But it's got like this amazing scroll work in it. So I thought I'd use that in here also. So, and then a bunch of different like sewing elements and wood pieces and stuff like that. And like I even got a Tim Holtz die cut I thought I'd put on here somewhere. And then I want to incorporate some like lace and trim in here somewhere. But I'm going to get this started and I will come back when it's complete. Okay? See you then. Toodles. Hi you guys, so it's all finished. I got the camera at a different angle. Actually I got my tripod like super extended from the floor so I can get a whole view of my configuration box here that I made. You see, back up slightly there. Okay, I figured I'd give you a whole view of it. I constructed the entire thing out of chipboard and then I decoupaged with vintage book papers and then I whitewashed the whole thing with gesso. And then I just used the Secret Garden collection by Graphic 45. And that's the entire like paper line that I used. So anyways, I used a lot of different things. As in, there's a lot of Prima Shabby Chic resin treasures on here. Let me just pull this in close and I will just sort of give you a description by like box by box. And hopefully you can see into each box. This one here is a Tim Holtz dress form die. And I just kind of cut it in half. Like die cut two and cut one in half. And layered it right here to give this like a three-dimensional look here. And then I got some Tim Holtz buttons down here and a Wild Orchid Craft rose, and this is just a bobbin that I used some shabby scraps hand-dyed seam binding in there, and a thread spool with some of my favorite trim right here. And the theme of this is like my favorite things. So, I got my Tim Holtz dies and dress forms, and my Tim Holtz goodies, seam binding. I love sewing. This is my favorite, one of my favorite trims. And then like my favorite, oh sorry, can you even see down there? Okay, so the buttons and the trim and stuff like that. And I'm trying to, it's kind of an awkward angle. I'm like wrapped around this tripod here. And then that's everything I was talking about down there. This next one I left it kind of simple. I loved how this one turned out though. Because this was my favorite things die, and this is the little picket fence die. And then I just took one of the Shabby Chic resin treasures from Prima and made it sort of look like a little gate. And then there's like a little resin treasure bird back there. And then here on the corner, another resin treasure. This is from the Hardware Findings Tim Holtz die. Okay, from the next one. Oh, sorry, you guys. This is really awkward. Okay, so this one here, can you see the whole thing? Let me double check. Okay, so this one right here, this beautiful Venice lace right here, Carissa sent me as a present, or a rack. The little bottle in here is a Shabby Scraps bottle, and this little heart and the seam binding is all Shabby Scraps, which are some of my favorite products. And that cameo in the back is also Shabby Scraps. And I just put the little metal embellishment right there that says Memories with some more Wild Orchid Crafts flowers. Okay, let's see. This one here, it's pretty simple also. It's got like a vintage typewriter metal embellishment from Michael's, one of those $1.50 embellishments. And then I made a little book. It's an actual like working little book out of the vintage papers and book pages. And then I just used some of the paper line and put like a little book inside there next to the typewriter. Now this pocket right here, or like part of the box, I did a little different. I lined it in the back with the paper like I did the rest of the boxes, but I fussy cut out some of the graphics from the paper and laid it across this and got that effect. I really like that. And then a little bird in a nest. This is actually like an orange bird, and like I peeled all the feathers off and I painted it and I put new feathers and everything and added new glitter and everything. This right here is from the tea that I drink. I drink the rose tea or whatever. And my grandma used to collect these, so I started collecting them too now, and so they're some of my favorite things, so I put that in there. And then just another one of them Wild Orchid Craft flowers. Them gorgeous Recollection wood veneer butterflies is in this one, and I love, love, love them. I bought like 7 packages of them, and I've been hoarding the last few that I have. Okay, this last box right here, if you can see in there, this is some of that gorgeous Recollections trim that is a lot like the Prima's trim. And I love this trim. I've got them in like all the colors and like 2 or 3 of each color. This little bird right here is another one of them Shabby Chic resin treasures, as well as this lady right here. Some of them gorgeous cherry blossoms from Shabby Scraps. And I just took one of I love the was it Tattered Angels mistable alphabets, but they come with picture frames also. And they were like discontinued a few years ago, but I love them, and I like when they were on clearance, I bought a ton of them. So I love these picture frames right here. And I just took some crystal effects by Stampin' Up, and I stuck the girl in there, and I just covered her with the crystal effects and made it sort of like a photo frame. And then some more of them butterflies and this cutest little teapot. Can you see the little teapot? I love that little teapot. And that's from Shabby Scraps. This is my last one that I have. It's got them cute keys you can get from Michael's for $1.50. And then I took some Scrabble tiles. I love Scrabble tiles. And I spelled out the word art, and then I just put like in a little array of flowers here at the bottom with some pearls, because I love pearls, and one of them Shabby Scraps metal butterflies, and then another wood veneer butterfly. And so that is my entire box. I think I've decided that I'm going to leave the top blank just because it's going to be hanging high on my wall, and I won't really see up there anyway. And so this is what I came up with for Lucinda's challenge for the My Favorite Things configuration box, like homemade configuration box. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Doodles!